the World Tag Team Champions, the BroMans, accompanied by DJ Zema, they no longer have that under-the-table agreement with EC3. Now that Gunner has possession of both the World title, the World Tag Team cases, but first things first, these three know that they've got to face the Wolves, but who is MVP lined up as the Wolves Tag Team partner?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. We heard MVP say at the end of that deal, Dixie, nor these men will like who the Wolves partners is.
And their opponents introducing first, the Wolves!
And this is one of those special moments that we have been anticipating for weeks. It's the in-ring debut of Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, the hottest free agent tag team on the planet, and they signed with TNA because of MVP. And speaking of MVP, who is he lined up to team with the Wolves? The answer, it's just moments away when we return to the UK. Impact Wrestling is back. We are in Manchester, England, where we are ready to find out who MVP has picked to team with the Wolves.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh.
Partner from the Isle of Samoa, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
MVP said the BroMans, DJ Zema, and TNA President Dixie Carter, they're not gonna like it, and it's the #1 contender, Samoa Joe, who hits the ring to join the Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards.
Talk about a pretty talented six-man tag. I'll tell you, I love the team already of the Wolves and Samoa Joe.
Davey Richards with the kick and the quick pin attempt on Jesse. MVP, he put his stamp of approval on the Wolves, naming them as his first two signings when he started his investment here in TNA.
Well, great spot to start off in with two men like Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. And now you see the Wolves saying, Joe, we're going to ram his head into yours. And, well, we don't like Jesse's chances on that one. I mean, multiple headbutts all over the place here.
And they drop down for the pin, and Richards gets a 2 count. You've called the Wolves legit. I couldn't agree more. Two of the most talented wrestlers in the world. They've joined the Impact Wrestling roster. They are a terrific tag team, the Wolves, Richards, and Edwards.
Yeah, absolutely. You see right there, there was a little bit of an opening that Jesse spotted, and he got himself out of harm's way, but quick tag to Robbie, and Robbie, well, he gets dumped on his back by Eddie Edwards.
And you can get interactive with Impact Wrestling during tonight's broadcast. Whatever you have, smartphone, iPad, tablet, computer, you can be a part of a live Q&A with none other than ODB. Oh, check out Impact Interactive now at ImpactWrestling.com. I'm sure you have a comment about that.
I'm sure she'll be licking up. Why wouldn't she be? It's evening.
Should be a great Q&A then. How about this double teamwork by the Wolves, and all of a sudden the World Tag Team Champions, the BroMans, they are reeling in my mind, clock may be ticking on the BroMans as World Tag Team Champs.
That could be, and right now you see DJ Zema in the grasp of Davey Richards. Oh! Jumping headbutt. But had his back turned for a second. You see Robbie E capitalize.
And now the opportunity for the BroMans to take over control of this matchup. Wolves and Joe came out on fire, totally dominant from the opening bell, but now BroMans and DJ Zema in control.
Well, see, here's the thing, in my opinion. If you are Robbie E, and you are Jesse, and you're the tag team champions, you're pissed off at MVP because he's putting the Wolves in the same ring with you at the same time. And that gives guys like the Wolves the opportunity to get to know you well. And that's a big threat towards the tag team champions.
You would think from a competitive standpoint, they'd want to outshine the Wolves and be better than them.
Well, I would think so, but I don't think that's the way our tag champs are. These men in the corner just at the big boom. They want to take some shortcuts. They want to kind of survive with those championships as long as they can. Can't blame them. It's okay. It's a good way to look at things.
Huge main event tonight on Impact Wrestling. We've talked about it throughout this broadcast, how it started in the funeral home. This rivalry between Mr. Anderson and Bully Ray comes to a head tonight here in the United Kingdom with the huge casket match.
Great teamwork right there by the champs. Watch out. Samoa Joe came to bust it up. Robbie E saw it.
You don't think Samoa Joe's going to be interested in that huge world title match 1 week from tonight?
Well, yeah, absolutely he's going to be, because Joe is named the #1 contender. Well, he's the #1 contender, even though the briefcase with an opportunity, which you can call a #1 contender spot, is in the possession of Storm and Gunner.
Yes, next week as we see the elbow that leads to a 2 count 1 week from tonight. Gunner will cash in the World Heavyweight title shot, challenging Magnus for the championship, and then the winner goes on to lockdown in Miami, Florida to face Samoa Joe for the title. Another double team from the World Tag Team Champs, Davey Richards. First with the kick, quickly behind the BroMans.
Nice.
Double team takes down both.
Good job right there by Davey Richards. Very quick thinking. He's got to try and get in that corner to take his pawn, Eddie Everett or Samoa Joe.
And he tags in the Samoan submission machine, who meets Zema with a huge series of clotheslines and then an elbow to the chest.
Well, it's a lot easier spinning records if you're DJ Zema. He's getting bounced around like a rubber ball.
It's safer out there, isn't it? Whoa! Big time backsplash by Joe.
Oh, man. That's a big dude landing on your chest.
I know you're close with Samoa Joe, have been for years. Can't you just see his confidence level rising over the course of the past month or so? Huge wins on Impact Wrestling in recent weeks as he hits the snap slam.
Yo, here we go. Come on, look at this.
Joe on top. No communication issues between the BroMans and Zema.
Sorry, Mike. Joe's definitely in a groove. He knows he's in the zone right now. A lot of stuff going his way. Now you're getting a team up here with the Wolves, and here comes the Wolves. Watch out.
Eddie and Davey. Double team dive.
These guys, talk about explosive. They are explosive.
Joe swinging a miss with the clothesline. Oh, seam drill, drop right on the back of his head. How about the impact of that? That leads to the rear naked choke. Kakina clutch applied, and you can see Zema Ion tapping out.
The Wolves and Samoa Joe.
No choice but to tap out when that choke gets hooked. Great job by these 3 men. Great debut, in-ring debut for the Wolves.
Did you just see? Pointing to the wrist. The clock is ticking on the BroMans as far as the Wolves are concerned.